Good afternoon. My name is Professor Strada Mizell, and I am a faculty member with the School of Criminal Justice. I have here with me Mario Holland. He is the chief of Langston University. He's actually one of our Criminal Justice Management Administration graduates, so thank you for being here. We would like to ask you a few questions, so I will start with, why did you attend the University of Central Oklahoma?
Yes, so it was a personal goal of mine, and I wanted to set a foundation for my son as well, and I knew that it was essential to have formal education beyond high school and the training that we receive through the Council on Law Enforcement Education and Training. The training that we receive whenever I went through the academy was roughly about 324 hours, and also knew that I had a goal one day to continue forward with being a supervisor. So I wanted to ensure that I would have the necessary skill sets to accomplish some of the personal goals and department goals that I set out in the future.
And how has the UCO School of Criminal Justice in particular helped you in your career?
It has helped me tremendously. In my current position now, I do a lot of paperwork, but it helped me as far as with skills. So when I'm looking up stats, when I'm preparing reports, now that anytime that I am at a meeting, I'm engaging with stakeholders, community leaders, etc. If I'm able to give them an answer, I'm also able to support it by facts. And with the School of Criminal Justice and the wonderful faculty that we have, they have shown not only me but other students where to find these resources, how to obtain that material, how to present it, and make sure that anything that we're trying to accomplish or answer, it's exhaustive.
And in terms of advice, what advice do you have for people considering the graduate and or undergraduate programs?
I would say that there is a demand. One thing that I particularly look at, and I can't speak for any other department heads in the state of Oklahoma or across the country, but now you have individuals like myself in leadership roles who has that formal education. And one thing that I definitely look at is any applicant that applies for my agency, the first thing I look at is their educational background, because I want to know if that individual is disciplined, how well and how hard did they work in school. And so that's important because education now, and it is continuing to evolve, it plays a significant role in criminal justice today. So I believe it's very important and vital that someone continues with their education, because it's just going to help us and make them a better individual as well.
And in terms of, if you were to focus on just skills alone, what skills would you like to see and you think you've gained from completing the graduate program that you think future graduates would benefit from?
It's definitely going to help them with their writing skills. For sure. It's going to help them with their management type philosophies, problem solving, critical thinking. It's also going to help them in their research and planning as well. I could speak on tons more, but it's going to help them tremendously. And I can honestly sit here and say that I rely upon the skills and the trainings and the education that I received here at UCO.
Again, this was Mario Holland, the chief of Langston University. Again, thank you for coming here and helping us with this. This has been the School of Criminal Justice podcast, and thank you for listening.
If you would like to correspond with UCO's School of Criminal Justice faculty or submit a question for them to answer on the program, please email us at criminaljustice@uco.edu. The School of Criminal Justice Professional Alum podcast is produced at the University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond, Oklahoma. Thank you again for listening. Please tune in next time.